Like, I'm not even moving. This is crazy. Hey, Pablo. Oh, I'm stuck in traffic, Pablo. I've been stuck in traffic for about 20 minutes now. I know you're glad you finally. Hell, yeah. Glad is not even the word. I'm ecstatic that I'm off of work and I don't have to deal with her no more. Ecstatic. I'm very happy. Until tomorrow. Until tomorrow when I go back. But it's alright. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to take them to First Watch to have breakfast. But I need to call and I need to, I don't know what they were thinking. I get off work at 4 o'clock and they scheduled a freaking doctor's appointment at 3:20. So that means, that means I'm not getting off at 4. And I'm not having that because your girl got to get off at 4 o'clock. That's what time I work till and that's what time I'm paid till. So I'm going to have to speak to that doctor and see if we could go in a little bit earlier. Or we might just have to reschedule that whole doctor. Nah, that's the thing. I'm not even... I won't even get overtime because I'm probably gonna get back at like 4:30 or like 4:20. Like, they're not gonna pay me overtime. I know they're not. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna leave at my time. I know they're not gonna give me no overtime, paying me no overtime, because they gotta pay extra for overtime. They gotta pay me time and a half when I do overtime, and they're not gonna do that. So your girl leaving at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Plus it's Friday, and I had to pick up my kids. So no, I'm not having that. It's bad enough I left today at 4:05 because her husband had a doctor's appointment. So no, I'm not playing that. But boy, when I had got off with y'all, she started with her thing again. The freaking game finished. And we're getting up. I'm like, okay, we're going to go sit by the pool, because the thing was, I was supposed to bring her to her husband's apartment, because the girl that watches the husband watches her for 4 hours after I leave. So she had to cut the husband out to the doctor's appointment, but she knew she was going to be back a little late. So she was like, oh, just meet me at the apartment so that I could just swap. And I was like, all right. So I told her, I said, let's go sit by the pool for a little bit, and then we'll make our way over there, because I know if we would have went in her room, she would have used the bathroom for an hour. She would have been doing a whole bunch. So I was like, okay, after the game, I was like, let's go sit by the pool. Boy, she had a fit. Oh, but what game they're playing now? I'm like, the game is finished. They're not playing a game. You done played the game. It's finished. I was trying to get her out of there, because at 3:30 they were going to play music. And if she hears music playing, she is not getting out of there. And I wouldn't have been able to leave. So I had the game finish at like 3:20. So it's like, all right, we got to bounce. We got to go hide somewhere where she can't hear the music, somewhere close to her husband's room. So we sat by the pool for a little bit. It's too hot. I'm like, all right, bet. So we go inside the little lobby where her husband's apartment is. Then she's talking about she got to use the bathroom. All right, bet. So I take it to the bathroom. Finally, at like 4 o'clock, we were making it down the hallway, and I seen this lady walk, and I was like, hallelujah. But I didn't leave work till like 4:05. But it's straight. And now I'm just now getting on the highway, and it's already going to be 4:30. Like, I would have been already halfway to my son's school already. But I don't got to pick him up today. I got to go pick up my daughters, because my man picked my son up already. So less work for me. But I got to go home. I'm not making ribs and mac and cheese. I'm going to make breaded pork chops and mac and cheese. I think that's what I'm going to make. Can you make, I have a question. Can you make macaroni and cheese without butter? Oh shit, what is all this? What is all of this? Somebody dropped something off the truck and shit is flying all over the freaking place. But can you make macaroni, like boxed macaroni and cheese? Can you make boxed macaroni and cheese without butter? I have milk, but I don't have butter. Oh, no, I do have butter. I'm tripping. I have butter. I'm tripping. I thought I didn't have butter. It's because I have the tub of butter, but that one finished. All right. Pablo said, nah, use butter. You know, when you don't got stuff, sometimes you got to improvise or leave some shit out. Nah, I got stick butter though. I think I'm gonna make some breaded pork chops. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't feel like eating ribs. when I buy the pork chops, when I go food shopping, I buy the pork chops that have the bone in because they taste better. Used to stick better than, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I always buy the pork chops with the bone in because I feel like they taste better and they have better flavor. My man goes and buys freaking boneless pork chops. I'm like, okay. So I think I'm just gonna like beat them so that they thin and bread them and then fry them bitches or something. And I think that's what he wanted me to cook yesterday because that's what he took out yesterday. But I didn't have to cook yesterday, thank goodness. No, but this is the thing, Pablo. I used to buy boneless all the time. Like, okay, growing up, my mom used to make the pork chops with the bone in them. And after a while, when I started going food shopping, I started buying, but I'll smash them with the bone. I started buying boneless. But then I was like, let me try this bone-in shit again. And ever since I bought the bone-in again, I just been buying bone-in. So let me see. I'm going to see when I get home about this boneless, how I'm going to cook. Because I'm hungry. I'm not even going to lie to you. Them old people was eating popcorn just now. Your girl's about to snatch some cups out of their hands. But I didn't do it to them. I was ready to leave. I was just trying to get out of there. The lady, she's too much. She be so confused, and then it's so embarrassing because she talking about, as soon as I went live, she talking about she put on her shoes and she leaving because she need to go figure out how to call her sister. And she not talking about calling her sister, she talking about calling her daughters. What the hell? How can we come to a complete stop on the highway? Oh no, I'm not feeling this today. Is there an accident? Bro, every time. I bet the highway was so clear earlier and now it's just mad traffic all of a sudden for no reason. Because there ain't no accident. But, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Pissed me off. Oh. They be taking their time on the highway. Nah, they really do. It is ridiculous what's going on right now. It's usually not like this when I get on the highway. It's not like this at all. And the thing is, not only do they take their time on the highway, but they stop on you. So like you have no choice either to hit them, run off the road, or like burn your brakes out and mess up your rotors. Like, I don't understand. Oh, that's funny. There's a cop on the other side of the highway, and he's in the front, and everybody, all the traffic is behind him. Like, nobody's trying to pass him. But yeah, as soon as I go live, Sierra texts me. She talking about, so you're not going to go live? I'm like, girl, give me a second, because this lady's being very difficult. Finally, I got the lady to sit on the couch, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go live now. So I sent Sierra the link. I'm like, all right, I'm going live now. As soon as I go live, you see the lady talking about she going to put on her shoes. She need to go somewhere. She need to go call her sister, which she don't have a sister. She talking about her daughters when she say that. And she's so embarrassing. Like, we just got back in the room. She has stopped the employees that work there. I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus, these people going to think I'm abusing her or, like, doing something to her. And she going to get rude with me talking about, excuse me, I'm going to talk to him about something. And I was like, all right, I didn't do nothing to her, so go ahead. So she starts talking to the guy or whatever, and he be fed up with the old people too. He be making faces and all types of stuff. So he's standing there like trying to be patient with her, and then he's like, okay, go play the game, we'll go do something. And then he looks at me and he's like, I'm like, what she said, that she need to call her sister? He's like, yeah. And then he tells her, oh, you could go to the front desk, to the reception. I'm like, why the fuck would you tell her that? So I'm like, she don't have a sister. And he's like, oh, brother. I'm like, listen, we gotta go. I'm like, I'll get the number for you. I'm gonna get the number for you. Bro, she didn't. She was stuck on it. She was stuck on it. She wasn't having it. She was not having it. Then she want to go in the dining room and sit down and nobody's there. It's not dinner time. I'm like, this lady is tripping. She is tripping. She's too confused. Maybe she doing it on purpose. I don't think she doing it on purpose. I just know she's lost in the sauce, but she's really lost in the sauce. Like, really lost in the sauce. And then she went to her husband's apartment earlier when I did laundry. She's so nosy, dog. She's so nosy. She done opened every door in the man house, looked in the closets. I'm like, what are you looking for? I'm like, there's nothing in there. That's the freaking water heater. What are you looking for? Oh, but what's this door too? I'm like, listen, lady, if you don't go sit your ass on the couch, we about to go right back to your room. And the thing is, her husband's apartment is bigger. He has a full-size living room, full-size bathroom, full-size bedroom. Her apartment has a little half kitchen. Her, like a little room for the living room, literally so little, and then a little bedroom and her little bathroom. Like, it's so different. I love her husband's apartment. And I be thinking it'll be good for her because she gets to go over there and see her husband and see the dog. Plus, I like the apartment. So, I be trying to bring her over there as much as I can. But then after a while, she's like, I don't know whose house we're at. We need to go. I'm like, this is your husband's house. This is your old house. Well, we got to go. I got to go change my clothes. And then she'll change her clothes like 1,000 times and take everything out the closet. And I have to put everything back. I tell you, I be going through something. I be going through it. My mother-in-law called me today, and yeah, for real, I'm not playing, Pablo. A lot of people think this job is easy. Yeah, it's easy. I get my times where I can sit down and go live and enjoy myself a little bit. But when I gotta work, I gotta work. It's not even no joke. Like, these people be embarrassing you. It'd be hard to deal with people. Like, tomorrow she got a doctor's appointment, and I bet she flip out on me talking about she had the wrong doctor. Like, the first day I ever worked with her, I had to take her to the doctor. I'm like, I don't even know how this lady reacts outside of the facility, and I'm supposed to just take her to the doctor on my first day with her. I took this lady to the doctor. She started flipping out on me in the office, talking about we had the wrong doctor. She don't want to see this doctor. It must be a mistake. I had to change the subject like 1,000 times. Then the doctor gonna tell her she need to take her clothes off. I'm like, that just makes it worse. And I told her I had to lie to her. I'm like, you have to see this doctor first before you see that doctor, okay? And that's how I was able to, like, get her going. But yeah, it's not easy. She called me fat yesterday. The lady done called me fat. I'm telling you, she disrespectful. That's why Sierra be laughing, because she said I be fed up. How you be fed up? I dealt with a lot. She's not even the worst I've dealt with. Sierra knows. I done dealt with people throwing food at me, scratching me, kicking me, cursing at me, kicking me out the house, not wanting to pay me, all types of shit I done dealt with these people doing this job. I thought she was nice. I thought so too, Pablo. But the thing is, everybody kept telling me, because another girl that was on the case, they took her off the case because they felt like she was too difficult for her to deal with, because she was like, I don't know, she was like 19 years old. So they felt like the girl was too young to deal with everything that this lady got going on. I've been doing this for a long time, so I know how to deal with them. I just, whatever. You see how I be dealing with them. I just be laughing to myself and just whatever.